There will come a time, and each and every one of you will know a shifting point in your life. See, you have the wheels on the bus go round and round. Your cycles. We love how you put that together. The class, it was very perceptive of you to see the own cycles of your life. You just keep repeating things. But there is going to become a moment, we have accented this through the class teachings in the past, we have denoted, we like to also reinforce it today, to have you know something about your cycles. It is nothing to be that of energetic, a choice of, I'm done with this. It's none of that. It's a releasing. It's just saying, you know, I'm tired. It's not exhaustion. It's tired. And it doesn't have anything to do with any kind of meaning, definitions, finites of dependencies. It's nothing to do with that, Masters. It has everything to do with what you feel about that interaction, the relationship. There are many things you choose not to do in direct contact with pain. Smashing your hand in a door several times. I dare say none of you appetite that much too often, do you? I don't think so. No, I don't. So in this mannerisms, you know there's certainties that you're just not interested in doing. There's a quick, I don't want to do that, because that sharpens your distress, your pain, with that relationship. But the ones that hurt the most are the ones that build over time. Those are the ones that penetrate deep. Those are the ones that root depression in its spring flowers. Yes. The things that get you in repetition to grind you away slowly in your depression through your unworthiness. Shit like that. But that's just a reality to play. It has no consortium of compassion or sorrow, does it? It really doesn't mean anything until you assign it that equal compassion, to feel that equal emotion of compassion. For you or another matters not, truly, does it? For it is all just what? The neutrality of experience, each one choosing that individual now as that individual experience. All right. But you notice these things that grow on you over time, that start to, let's say, shade you, to darken you, to grow tiresome of holding them up. You know these things you grow tired of. See, you grow tired of your work, but that could never be stopped. Because the work idea is a means of abundance. Until you shift the relationship, then the work becomes abundant in and of itself. It becomes a passion. And if it is not the details that you choose to do, the passion will present itself in a different way if you are masterful enough to choose your now instead of your time. This is you have learned. It does not need to be taught. But in that idea, even in your passion, your mastery, it will transmute, will it not? Will it evolve? Absolutely. What is the permanency of the now? Nothing. What is forever? Everything. What is ever changing, ever expanding, ever knowing itself? You. So each and every one of you will know a shift in the details of your expression. Maybe let's call a gardener. Gardens in the backyard. And then one day it's tiresome to grow that. They enjoy it, but they, let's say, want a different environment. But they still passion gardening. But the backyard has condensed. So let's see what happens. They make the decision to understand to release the garden as the dependency, because sometimes it is. It's the nature of the interaction relationship that grows in time as something of value that need to be sustained, because it allows a certain field of maybe escape, meditation, relaxation, relationship of peace, tranquility. But she can also, he can also become gardeners in different fashions. Maybe be, let's say, a teacher of gardening, a writer, yeah, writes for ideas of how to garden, different ideas of different environments, to take it beyond itself, not only getting the hands dirty, but also expressing how to get the hands dirty. Maybe that's the next passion. See, you must not finite your reality in the details that the box that provides you in the currency of the now. That box will grow as you grow. It's only you that hold on to the box and keep it sheltered. Keep yourself pulled in. When you know you're tired, all you have to do is a choice of, I'm ready to go to the next. And then take the action that your heart says. In the case of Roxanne, she doesn't feel the YouTube channels on Wednesdays and Fridays are her highest passion anymore. She doesn't want to have everyone come over and set up. She's channeling 7 days a week for 2 hours, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, plus the follow-ups in session. And that interaction of that commonality of frequency has grown burdensome. So if she loves to channel and she releases that now taxation, that box of Friday channelings, because they've let go of Wednesdays, Friday channelings, something else is going to appear. It's not that she doesn't want to channel. Oh, no, 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 no. She loves channeling, but she wants to experience it in a different way. She wants to go beyond the Friday YouTube channelings and just offer some of the sly works and maybe some interviews. And of course, you guys are working together as a class in the futuristic idea, starting in the nows of what? Let's say the podcasts are one idea. Different things are on the horizon starting to come because Roxy is allowing her world to be presented and not holding on to the confines of what she found to be her passion, because her passion runs beyond the boundaries of what she says her channeling is ability to do. And this goes for every one of you. Ali is now a manager of, let's say, an institution, an apartment complex. Ali, come on the phone with us for a while. Are you there? Can you speak?
You're muted, Ollie.
Can you hear us now? Can you speak?
Yes. Is
What
it
is your?
working? Okay.
Yes, it is. Where do you work?
I am a site manager for 2 apartment complexes.
2 apartment complex site manager. Will you ever be a general manager of 30 of them?
I technically am a manager of all 100 of them.
But are you enacting that? I don't care what you're technically.
Oh.
Technically is a bullshit idea. Let's not be technical. Let's be paid for that.
Yes.
There you go. There's no pause needed unless, of course, you don't deserve it. There's no idea on how it's going to happen. But if you love this idea, what will your holodeck rewrite? What you love. Only you shut it down.
Right?
That could use some WD.
Yes, it can.
If you don't have any, then slice a lime in half and on the hinges. A lime
Okay.
does. Okay? So where you at is what you have. And I know this is almost obscene for you to have such a glorious idea offered to you, because your worthiness has just been so tough to understand. Your life has been trodden and laid in barren ideas of poverty and pain and strife and betrayal. But these mean nothing unless you bring them into the accord of the now, when you are free as a bird as you choose to be.
Waving at you to come on.
Are you following me?
Partially, Annabelle was talking to me. But yes, I'm following for the most part, besides Annabelle interrupting me at the time.
Don't worry about Annabelle. Annabelle didn't interrupt you. Listen.
Okay.
Do you understand that you are not the God of your responsibilities?
Yes.
Then stop being responsible and start living and watch what happens, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you can see the passions lead to more ideas of passions, but passions, as all universes grow, what is impossible becomes possible because you let go of your own container of your passion. People contain themselves in strife. The strife of what? Eking through life. Working hard to become, having a career, saving money, and retiring and relaxing, and having the last 10 to 15 years of, let's say, fixed income. Puzzles. Vacations. Not everybody. Only about, let's say, 90% of humanity has to do that. The rest get to play, literally. But you're not a category, nor shall you ever be a statistic, unless you laden yourself into that category or statistic. Mind your manners, masters. You can see that this creates this. Huh? So your passion, whatever it is, it cannot be a purpose of financial means, gains, because that's lack. You do it because you love it, and it will pay you. It must. It is the vibrational law. Let me explain it again. You had Bashar explain it one time to you. So let us understand abundance. Let's not talk about money. Let's talk about abundance, a much wider band of operation, a much more abundant field of supplies. Money gains one thing, access. Abundance is access. Money gains access to detail. The whole world is called abundance. Money is just one tiny little corner of abundant. So let's talk about abundance, shall we? Let's understand that the moment vibrationally chosen as vibrationally, I love this, which means, of course, I love myself, my vibration, my choice, my heart, my isness, my worthiness, my never negotiating with myself again self must equal vibration. If you are not the experiencer of this, then you know you have not been choosing your joy, and don't fucking lie to yourself. Unless you just love your own pain more than your glory. And then that's your choice of life. So as you choose your joy, the abundant world will supply you with whatever it means to continue your joy. If you love to be a shopaholic, you will get means to shop. You may become a shopping assistant one day. You have the abundance to shop for you, and you just love shopping, so you shop for other people. Is that not a life? Is life conceded to the ideas of some labeled book? Here's how you earn money, a life, a living. This is notable, the rest is shit. Some of the most abundant people in America make their own hours, have no boss. And these you may think are business owners. Well, they do own their own business. You know what they're called? Panhandlers. And there are millions of them. And they make plenty of money. They wear their garb, they put on their act, and they go and make 20, 30, 40,000 a year. Just by being a full-time, self-employed panhandler, making their own hours, being free. Some of them, yes, are homeless, and a lot of them have addictions, but that doesn't equate the value of their abundance, does it? Are they not choosing their passion and receiving a world every day that gives them exactly what they want? Yes, children. Yes. So if you passion whatever, firstly, and do not dogma yourself to the hideous ideas of humanistic abundance called money to earn so you can be safe harbor in the constructs of a prison. That's the master that we cannot assign. That has to be chosen, period. Once you understand your passion, despite the details, then you will know every passion will evolve. It'll mutate itself into an expansion universe. And it happens in the now over a course which you call of time. And when you feel it, you must be honest to have no fear to release portions of your passion that are expressed to allow a broader horizon in. So you can start to play in a more widened field and allow more co-creators to play in your world because you're not confined. Truly. The work of a light worker will grow tired because it takes a lot for each and every one of you to see the tolerance that you have learned, the allowance, the scrutiny you have taken with families and friends, children. And over time, you will grow cumbersome of these ideas. And then you will just be your light and you won't care anymore. And you will follow your passion, and your passion will give you everything, everything, everything you ever need, every single moment, and you will come to know the moment as never sequent ever again. The moment will become whole with you. But this must be honest with the self. The self that claims or justifies or argues as the self is against others because everything is critical of them or everything is wrong of them and everything is right of me. All those justifications know itself in closure. It is difficult to release that though, isn't it? Because the nakedness you shall become will be vulnerable to the nows of the unknown. And the unknown will present themselves in glorious manner. And all you have to do is say yes. It's the easiest thing. Watch. Yes. Very effortless. Not difficult at all. Here, you don't even have to say yes, you can go. Pretty good, huh? Real easy to be a god. Very difficult. Difficult to just keep knowing you're going to shoot yourself in the foot, but you do it anyway. Because you love that better than you love yourself. How long do you want to keep playing with that? You will grow tired. You will. When you're honest, you'll just say, I have to let go of this. And you'll give in to the now, and the now will present abundantly everything that you've ever wanted. Not in time. Time keeps things away from you. Now presents the now I want that you've always wanted, ever wanted, in every now. Because the nows are immeasurable. You know this. So each and every one of you that love your job, your teachings, Shagufta, Brent, your command of a business, Tom. Your interactions with humanity, Jennifer and Rose. These ideas will sustain you. And when they are ready to grow, be the growth. All of you, whatever it is, each and every one of you have ways to expand. But let's not try to be anything but the now, and let the God that you are have the experience that you have chosen. You have chosen humanity. You will go when you are ready to go. How you will go is still up in the air. It does not matter. It's just when you know you're done. And you will go. The same with your passion. But you came here to be a human. And you are. You didn't know you were a God, but now you do. Now you can relate to humanity in a whole new mannerism. It's like a reset button at life. You're ready to go all over again. But this time you know. You know the relationship with the now. All the knowledge you gained and experience over time. I wish I knew what I knew then, now, and what I know now, then. All of that shit you guys say. As if this now is better than the now that you were in the past. See, that's all judgment. And now you get to reset because your whole approach to life, A, has no time, so you can't grow old. B, it's a relationship to reality as relating to God instead of relating as a human in a prison, not knowing. That's the eternal reset button. That's what the now offers. And you can take it as long as you want. And the more you grow in your passion, you're honest with yourself. You only remember what your choices have been, will be, and are. You'll start to feel what you are in your own truth. And then the blending keeps occurring, and then you know yourself as that here, and no longer fractal. You can create an image of any age, any health, any gender, any physical idea, change your name, co-create a moment, and have an entire new experience, yet be your understanding of your own self. What self are we talking about? The one you are hearing, listening to, seeing me through. It's not an image. That's what you project through a hologram. Behind the image is what you know yourself as. Yes? So now you see whom you are, leading back to what you are. So these passions that you speak on a daily basis, are they reinforcements because I have hope? Are they bragging rights because you're not enough to stand without justifying who you are? Making shit up to make yourself feel better because you don't know how to stand on your isness? Or is your passion, don't give a flying fuck about anything except the passion of the moment, whatever it is, the details matter not. Shaving is passion. Cooking is passion. Everything in the moment is full of it. Understand it. Become it. Feel it. And when you're done with this region, the area of passion, it will offer an expansion. But if you know you're ready to release, then say it, I'm done. And let go and watch your universe expand by itself. Complex now 2, complex now 20. $18,000 a year, 20,000 to 40,000 to 60,000 to 180,000. Why not? Is that too much? Isn't it a holodeck? Don't you write the programs? The programs aren't written in the mind. The programs are written by vibration. Vibration writes the details. Know this. So look at your reality and know where you stand in your abundance. It is directly related to your self-worthiness. If you are a king of shitting on yourself, no wonder you're always looking for money, things to do, things to hope on. If you're always crapping yourself out because you don't deserve a good life, no wonder your life isn't good, because your vibration is that, which is your truth, which is your godship. Black beans. You can tell when they're cooked in steel, you know. The fire's just right. These are relationships, masters. The details don't mean shit. You hang on to the details of the glory days, then you will only crumble in the dust of them, because they will disappear in time, and you will fight, scream, and holly for your own identification through moments of time that you predicated as important, noteworthy, successful. All of you. Passion even shifts. Tom does not have passion for numbers, running an idea of a business. He turns to business and says goodbye. I'm going to fly now. I feel like skiing. He travels the world to ski. Do you think the world is going to give him the abundance to ski as much as he wants for the rest of his life? Going to Garmisch-Partenkirchen in the middle of June, ski the Zugspitze, the glacier, ski year-round, travel down to Australia, Antarctica for a cross-country 20-mile trek? Why can't he do that? Does he need to prepare for that? No. Because he writes the program, my friends. The program is written in the now with vibration. And when you hold on to things that you need, will only contain your sandbox. You release your passion to allow the passion to grow, and it will opportune you with the movement of that is the now forever. It is of you to move, to change, to flourish. But if you are fearful, and always consorting to the ideas of safety and security, then that's why your world will be that way. And if you are comfort in the middle of your idea of mediocrity, always preventing and always going forward and keeping yourself in the middle, and you have a big bank account behind you that says, I got it, I'm good, then you will be that world. Your views of the world and fearful futures of loss of money and dependencies are gone, and all these safety and securities will only mean demise. Is your truth, and you shall have it, because you are God. You are creators, my friends. But your mind doesn't trust vibration. It only trusts what it touches. If I can't see it, I don't believe it. Well, it's not fact, according to these scientists, and we trust them, by golly. No one trusts their fucking godship. It's rude what you do to yourself. The only way to know it, though, is to give in. Is to stop fighting. Stop thinking. Stop acting. Stop seeking the sympathy of the class and each other. You don't need any of that anymore. There's no caring. Caressing is the original care. You guys turned it into a mockery. Caressing was passion. You turned it into caring. so you can demise yourself in separation to offer someone who is down the glory of comfort. That's a godship. It's a limited one. It's encouched in humanity. Because no one up here has any fear. So how can we have care if there's no fear? Birthing fear. Birthing care. Free yourself from these bindings if you choose. But the key is, class, is you know now, don't you? If you're sitting there thinking and it hurts, then you know. You're sitting there trying to figure out life or justifying or thinking, yeah, I don't know how to do that, but maybe then. And you saw that, then you know. You know any kind of thinking that is painful, that doesn't equate to, oh my God, yes, I want to do that. Then you know that's not it. There's no reason to choose any of that. You've been there all your life. You just covered it up because they taught you to. They taught you the known. They instilled their fears onto you, their separations in you. Your teachers today still separate your kids. Not all of you. But you show care and compassion for one more than another, which gives the idea of special, divisionary. You put kids in different classes according to their mental abilities. Why? Because they're taxing on the other normal children? That they cannot grow to learn and understand humanity, you must separate yourselves from each other. You must build walls between countries so you can't mix with your own kind. You just watch what happens when you get introduced to the first galactic species. All of a sudden, humanity is going to be united, and aliens are now your potential threat. Although everyone comes in peace, but you guys just can't help it. But it's enough to start the introductions. It's enough to change the world when we come and say hello. When the outside of humans show up. But you guys will start to know yourselves as a whole species instead of divisionary. And you can see what division does. It divides. Every time you put a wall up, every time you stake a claim, every time you raise a flag, every time you shout a truth against another, then you collapse yourself smaller. And that self will find one thing, its end. Unless it chooses to be unum. And that's why the ascension is occurring. Because you have chosen the light. I say passion yourself daily. I say spend all your money. I say pawn all your shit if you want something. I say get in the car and drive west until the wheels fall off. I say live. I say throw caution to the wind. I say you deserve a $4,000 set of headphones. Catalan. It's the only reason why he doesn't have them, because he doesn't deserve them. Roxy had a dream. It was a moment. She understood something, and this was about herself. She saw herself speaking on a stage with many people in the audience. And they were doing Q&As and we're talking about abundance. This guy wanted abundance, and Roxy walked up, opened up a suitcase, and handed 26 inches of $100 bills, which means equals what? $1 million. That's all. And the guy turned it down. He just couldn't say thank you. He over and over again asked why. Why would you ever ask what's in your universe that you have created for you? And why would you ever shun in your universe what you have created for you? Because you're polarized. And now you recognize that. And by the way, $1 billion is the size of the Washington Monument compared to the 26 inches. It's a big difference in money, isn't it? But it's only a figure. And if you don't deserve it, no shit. Look around. But you don't deserve it in convincing. Convincing, speaking the mind of lack. You have to speak vibration. And vibration that says, this is what I am worth today. This is my choice. I will not negotiate. I will not fear. I will not fix. I will not beg. I will not pray. I will do my choice as I am in the now to discover my is this return. That creates realities. And you're doing it all the time. If it's the same, know you're the same. You want change? Choose the change in the now. Do not liken yourself happy, avoiding sad. Because we are absolutely bliss right now. But we are not jumping through hoops and licking lollipops. We are creators, intrigue, explorers of a massive, a matrix amount of vibrations, density, all collapsed and pushed against each other. That is the universe that you know, so you may explore it, and it will explore you. That's what's happening. And you're caught up with the bills. What's my best choice, my action? These are things of human nature. You see that. You see the repetition. You change definitions and call yourself awake, but you choose the same pain every day. You choose to have a career. You choose to heal what is not broken. You choose things that are related to humanity as a human. Relate to humanity as a God. And you shall find and know your freedom. Our civilization waits its return. We will come and visit. We look a lot alike you. We are, of course, density differences now. We are still yet a collective living on different ideas, planets, densities. But we shall manifest our bodies once again, collapse our light to the frequency of human dimension, and we shall be with our friends and our brothers and sisters once again. We will come back. And we will share our experiences and our knowledge. We shall break bread together and drink heartily together. We shall know each other's loves, passions, glories. We shall explore our children and our species beyond ourselves. And we will spend the now doing it. Tommy says, sounds like lots of fun. It is quite a good time. If you were to measure time, of course. So I know one thing about you, that you are a God. And I would like you to look at that figure, the God that I just said, and the image that popped in your mind, and know that is not it. Know that it is beyond that. Know that it is beyond vibration. Know that it is beyond thought. It is beyond invisible. It is consciousness that cannot be expressed. I know this about you, for I know this about me, and we are the same. So your exploration to remember has been a chosen master class. You all know this. These masteries that you have do not have anything to do with fixing, have nothing to do with winning, have nothing to do with human polarity. This God creates the world of polarity for an experience, much like this God creates a density for an experience, much like this God creates the idea of certain 2D beings, sentient and non-sentient, atoms and things that you understand, for one thing, an experience. You have rules that are written down about evolution, densities and laws, and 1D, 2D, 3D. All of these were to get your attention. See, those are the ones who are approaching it from the human point of view, to be idealized in that as a truth. But there is always your point of view, isn't there? Your point of view, I'm certain, is not human. It's the creator of that. So you shall know this person again, this thing, this what, this gestalt, this memory. And it's only one thing. It's the simplest thing. Yes, I do that for me. Give it a try. It doesn't hurt. It's scary. Oh, yes. Yes. Mhm. But it doesn't hurt. It's easy. We have spoken for days, and our time has come. We shall answer questions. There comes a time, if you have questions, and I implore you to brave yourself and not talk yourself out of your questions, because those sharings are the moment. Do not deny others their own expansion through your inquisition. But there will come a time, always, once again, that you will know yourself beyond yourself. And as soon as you feel it, don't hesitate. Carl has something.
Yeah. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to share a story, especially with Roxy, of my first cigarette that I had a little while ago, and it was pretty amazing because uh, it was one of those things. Like I always just didn't like cigarettes at all. Whatever, hated them, tolerate them if I'm in the room with somebody, and it was one of those things that was just kind of clinging around. And then so I was on an acid trip with my buddy a couple nights, a week ago, maybe, let's say. And I was sitting around, and he was smoking his cigarette, and he put it down, and I just looked at it, and I was like, maybe there's something else for me here to explore. So I said, I'm gonna have some of your smoke, and he was like, yeah, right, okay. And any of the times I ever tried it, I just coughed, and it was terrible and whatever. For whatever reasons, I was trying it. But this time, I was like, I'm gonna try this differently this time. And I felt the expectation coming up of, you're going to cough. And then I was like, no, I understand. I have the option to cough. but I'm not about that. I'm about exploring this for what did people get out of this. And so I took a big inhale, and it just gave me this huge rush, and I was like, okay, that's what it's all about. And it was amazing. And then I did two more, and then I I made a joke. I was like, yep, first time I tried it, it was good. Second time I was addicted. Third time I was like, okay, that's what it is. All right, good enough. And it was the best 3 puffs of a cigarette, and I'm pretty much done with it now. So yeah, that was my cigarette story. Oh yeah, it was so good. I thought I was high as a kite, but I was just sitting there and I was like, I can do this anytime. I just happen to be high. This is fine. I looked at it and I was like, there's no reason to cough. So I'm just gonna just do it. Right? Yeah. No reason, there's no reason to cough.
It's your relationship to the now.
Yeah. That's my story. There you go.
Very godly of you, Carl. Thank you for sharing. Brent, you were unmuted.
Thank you, Mew. This has been an amazing week. I really love you guys. It's been very empowering and scary at the same time. You said earlier tonight the holodeck will rewrite what you love.
Yes.
Could you expand on that?
Roxy loves channeling. Does she?
Yes.
Yes. You can see that. That's not a judgment. That's not an assessment. That's your truth. Know that firstly. So you know the love for Roxy's passion. So she wants to expand it. So reiterate what you said again that you said that I said. Say it again so we all can paste this together.
The holodeck will rewrite what you love.
So Roxy's channeling on Friday. She gives up channeling on Friday. Then she gets to do it a different way. Maybe Fridays are now speaking days for a local group. Teaching, channeling differently. Are you following?
Yeah.
The holodeck rewrites it. If Roxy keeps the holodeck the same by saying, I have to do this every Friday, but when she lets go of it, something else comes in because her passion is still wicked. Correct?
Right.
Still vibrating at the highest frequency. This is what she loves to do. So guess what? She's going to have a different rewritten sculpture, shape of her reality that gives her a different vibrational connection with the now of interacting her passion.
Okay, excellent.
You follow?
Yes, I do.
What else?
You said the other day, if you don't have something and you notice, is it relative in the now? The answer is 100% no, because whatever that is that you claim is lacking, not there, is your way to relate to it. But since it is there, whether in thought or physicality, it must be present in the moment. So therefore, the moment is perfect, is it not?
Yes.
Can you go over that again, please?
What part do you need us to go over?
The whole thing.
So let's break down the first part. Repeat so the class can hear.
If you don't have something and you know, if you don't have something and you notice it, is it relative in the now? The answer is 100% no.
Okay, stop. Slow down. You're always diarrheaing with how good you can repeat things. Okay. Be a passionate and not a dictator. So let's do this with vibration together, Brent.
Yeah.
Speak the first part again.
If you don't have something and you notice it, is it relative in the now? The answer is 100% no.
So if I don't have what? Something that I lack in the now. I want something, it's not here. Then what? Is it relative in the now? And the answer is 100% no, because it's not now. Are you following that portion?
Yes, meaning it's not needed because it's not here.
Of course it's not needed. You put it in time.
Okay.
The only things you put in time are lack or hope.
Okay.
Betterment or fear.
Okay.
Regret or dishonor. Right?
Yes.
Those are times.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, not correct. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you understand that what is relative in the now is always there. What is not relative in the now. It is relative though. Now, the second part, let's discover how it is relative together.
Because whatever that is that you claim is lacking or not there is your way to relate to it.
Yes, because you're relating to that as lack, because you don't have it, so that would be a dependency fulfilled if you did have it. Correct?
Filling a hole. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
But since it is there, whether in thought or physically, it must be present in the moment. So therefore, the moment is perfect, is it not?
Yes. In that moment, when it is presented in the moment, it's perfect, isn't it?
Okay. Okay.
It's not time-based. See, when I think of something, give me something that you want that you don't have. Let's play lack. Can I have lack for 500, Alex?
Yes. Relationship.
A lover. Since
Yes.
you want a lover and the lover's not here, you want to know how to get a lover, that idea. Well, the lover is in the now. The difference between that now, when you experience that now, then it'll be perfect. But since you don't want it now because of your lack, saying it's not here now, that means you don't want it because you put it in time. Are you following?
Yes.
So it's not relative to you in the now because you put its idea muster on it. If it was relative to you in the now, it would be here. But since you don't believe that because you have lack, you say it's now needed. But it's relative in the now when you get there. Are you following that part?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So if I want something and I don't have it, I know it's coming. But I don't live in time, so I always have what I see in the now is perfect. You guys live in time and you can see in the now that's perfect because there's nothing needed in time. When you stop validating time, you become the now. And then you use time as an ingredient of this idea of passion universe. The density according to time. You change the time to get a different experience. But you must know there's no time, firstly. As your little idea guru said, you can't bend the spoon, for that's impossible. It's your mind that must bend. Spoon doesn't exist, neither does time. Because it's created right here, my friend. It's your relationship with it.
Yeah.
Are you becoming more one on this? Yes?
Yeah. That's like what you talked about last night. When I was taking notes, it's
Let me
been
ask
very.
you, stop with your stuff. Let me ask you a question. Are you a hot mess?
No.
You're not a hot mess?
No.
Can someone else answer truthfully if they see him as a hot mess?
Yes, you are. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Bring it out of you. Yes, you are. We all are.
So that hot mess that you are is a vibrational attraction to an equal of what you call a lover. And if those lovers don't meet your standards because you're a hot mess, you push your lovers away. If you want to be an idea, and you are allowed to be a hot mess, once you accept you are that, then your lover comes that is that equal. But since you have not accepted any lover who is that equal, you push away. Know that, my friend.
Yeah.
Start being whom you
He
are.
pushes that away.
Louder?
Could you explain how he pushes it away?
Because that person that comes to him is a hot mess and he doesn't see him as the picture perfect person because he doesn't understand himself as a hot mess. So he looks at that as something not to be loved. So he pushes it away.
Wow.
So it's the polarity.
Yes, because it's exactly who he wants. It's there for him because he attracted. But it says, no, 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 no. That's not my lover. It's not meeting my standards. But he doesn't understand his own self, so how can he understand his own standards?
But Brent, it's how you release it. By accepting that you're a hot mess and that you want that in your life, you're releasing the want. Vibration
Yes,
changes.
yes.
Oh yeah, no. This whole week, I see now about the wants aren't even necessary. So it's just relating to everything now differently for myself, relating to my whole self differently from after this week now.
Go to a bar, walk up to a guy and say, I'm a hot mess, and kiss him. I dare you. I dare you. Yeah. With that really cute smile. Yeah. It's authentic. You'll see. Guys will be running after you.
Hey, Jennifer,
Christopher.
just a dare? No dog dare or double dog dare?
Yeah, we're not putting any money on the line here or anything.
We're not.
Hey, you want to put money on it, dude? We will. Put money on it if you want to do that. If that'll get you out there and go, I'm a hot mess. Come and lick my face. Yeah, I got a wraith over here. You want him to lick you? I mean, come on over. No?
No. He's embarrassed.
Admit it scares you. Admit it to yourself and it will be released.
Yeah.
It'll be flushed down the toilet and Brent will feel new. He will be gone.
Brent, I remember your birthday night and I couldn't come out because I had Dakota. And I just remember you getting like super upset. You went out, you went out to gay night at Cassine, and I remember you just getting super upset about like how a couple friends showed up and then they left, and you just felt like your friends weren't really there for you, which is understandable in that moment. And I texted you and I was like, I completely understand. Why don't you just go up to a couple random people and like talk to them and introduce yourself and be like, it's my fucking birthday, and do your thing. And I mean, you didn't do it. So I just feel like
You can help him, Angelica.
oh no, I know.
You've made him aware of his own understandings. Has he accepted his own awareness? Now the master must choose. You see that, what she said.
Yes.
You just chose to say no. That doesn't mean it's over, does it?
No.
Because now is forever. There's no age, there's no time. There's just only now.
Yes.
Relate differently. Thank you, Brent. Are you good, or is there anything further?
No, that was it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Nancy.
I wanted to know clues to finding your passion. Like when I think of my passion, there are things that bring tears to my eyes.
Okay, let's slow down
Okay.
and not muddle up your reality with quantity. Let's understand quality. So tell me what would brought you tears to your eyes. One thing for me, Nancy.
Thinking of making clothing for girls in third world countries that right now are running around naked.
Okay, are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the problem?
There isn't a problem with that.
Okay, so what's the hesitation? What's the question then? You're doing your passion. I see no question. You need a clue to what you know you're already passionate about.
Right. All right. Well, I guess that's it then.
Yes. Don't worry about the abundance and how it's going to come in and how more people will come in and help you do it and join in your idea cause, because you can and you will, because you're a God to create a reality that's written by you. Keep enacting what you love and passion to do, and your holodeck will offer you expansion beyond reason.
I do believe, yes, I see that.
Wonderful.
I've already had a lady just show up to offer to help me. And earlier this week, she offered to even give me money. And in my lack, I told her no. And after I did that, I'm like, why'd I do that? So I got to see myself in my lack of telling her,
No.
no, I don't
You
need.
remember? What did
want-
we say? Say it for me. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
how
you.
simple. Oh.
That's
Feel,
normally what I would have done.
well, that's what was, and now it's now. So now
Right.
keep rocking the now, and know you did not waste that opportunity because the now is rewritten.
Right.
There is no permanency in time except that which you put in time as permanent. Are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. Carl, did you have something else or no?
Yeah, just a couple comments. So can I can you guys explain a little bit more? Hot mess, is that like you're horny but also frustrated, or what is that?
No, a hot mess would be that of, let's say, trying to control its life through so many idea details that it is just struggling and constantly falling apart and needing people to put it back together. A hot mess.
Okay.
Just
Gotcha.
a total
All right.
train wreck. But it's
So,
exciting.
right.
It's a way to live. When you accept you're that, you start to do that. In the universe, in the universal, in the Marvel, and the DC worlds out there, let's say the one world that would be a hot mess would be that of Tony Stark. He's
Right,
a hot
okay. Yeah, I
Does
gotcha.
that give you a reference?
Yeah, totally.
But
That's
he
good.
loves his hot mess. And
Yeah, he
therefore
does.
his life is that. He's not afraid
Right.
of what he is. So his life gives him ways to be a hot mess. Now that is God.
Yeah, I love it. All right, and one other thing too, just another reference for Brent there, talking about things that aren't there. I had a specific encounter with a nice blue alien. It's about 6,000 years, and I was like, so tell me what's the scoop? You know, like how are you different from us? You know, give me the overview. You know, I've got experiences with this stuff, but I want to hear your version. And so he tells me. His name was like Pelu or something. Anyways, he says, well, yeah, we're like 6,000, but you know, we don't really do time, so it's not that big a deal. And I'm like, I get that, cool. So what else? And he says, okay, well, one of the main things is, I'll just give you an example. And he goes, so let's say you want to build something, and you really want to go to the garage, and you really want to build something. You're gonna bang some wood together with a hammer, right? And I'm like, yep. So what do humans do? You go to the garage and the hammer's not there. You're looking for the hammer, right? And I'm like, yeah. So humans go, shit, where's my hammer? And they start looking for it, and they go, oh, damn, geez, what's going on? I need the hammer. The hammer's not here. That's bad. And what we do is we go, oh, hammer's not here. Okay, well, there must be something else fun. Let's look around, and either they see something and they pick it up and they do it, or they get an idea. But the whole point of I want to go to do woodworking was to get there, because that was the point, was just to get there, to get the next idea. And that's how they relate, and that's how I prefer to relate. And
Then do
pretty
that.
awesome, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of my last night, actually. I had $5, and I was gonna drive home. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to gamble. I kind of want to play Siberian Storm. It's my favorite game. I just want action, you know. So I went in and I had my $5, and I went up to this table, and I was like, hey, you guys gonna wish me luck? What's going on? And the one chick was like, yeah, give me that $5, and she ripped it on her boobs, and like, if you win, you got to buy us all shots. I'm like, you got it. Put it in. First pull on the thing, $30. I'm like, sweet, good enough for me. Cash out. Didn't need any more because round of shots is $25. Perfect. So we all had our shots of Jägermeister. I walked out with the $5 I came in with, and that was my action because that's what I wanted.
Yes.
And that was it. I didn't need to say, oh, I got $30. Okay, well, I can gamble. I can gamble $25, and then
we understand. We understand.
You know, yeah, of course you do.
Yes.
All right.
You
That's
gave. Your idea, just this is it, and you moved on. You live the life of the now instead of the life of lack, Carl.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because
Right on.
there is only the moment. Excellent, Carl. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak tonight? Hello, Shagufta.
So the moment is where intrigue, I guess, lies, or I am intrigue.
Well, it's not that it lies there. It's a connection. It's what you are naturally. I don't look for intrigue because I'm never unintrigued. But we're getting back to being intrigued, and so we use the term lies in the now. Because you guys are always looking for ways to keep you in pain instead of choosing your passion. And we want you to know that the exploration life is there. Much like Carl's story now. You go to the garage, there's no idea of a hammer there. You look around for it, and he goes, not here. You start to panic. Where's the hammer? You call everyone, hammer, hammer, hammer. Now I need to go to the store and buy a hammer so I can finish this project. Or you say, cool, no hammer. What's next? And you just go about your nows. And that now will present you what you can do. Maybe the hammer's over here. You didn't see it. And then you're going, this is what I want to do. And then the passion of the now rewrites the script, and poof, the hammer's not there. And then the passion rewrites the script, the hammer is there. The passion says, oh, I don't need a hammer. I can do it this way. I can use screws. I have a new drill. Let me play with that instead of a hammer. And you have an abundance of screws. See, that's the moment that is intrigue, to passion your action with exploration of your world. Make sense? But you guys have a habit, though. You have a habit of routine. You guys love routine because routine keeps you what? In the good graces, doesn't it? The good graces of what? Ready? Getting through life.
Oh, lack.
It gets you through life. You guys are always trying to get through life because life is hard and you have to get through it, so you stay in your routine that works, which is what, of course, as you say, lack. Because any kind of choice that says, I'm not, and it says, I want to, but you go, I'm not that, I cannot. Then you know that's the lack of life that you have chosen. That lies in the now just as much as intrigue, because you have a polarized world. You can judge anything. But those items are not there as that. They are there and you assign them that. I get up in the morning and I assign my job lackful by saying I have to go when I don't want to go. You don't want to go, the job is still there and it's still now abundant. The relationship with is not a derogatory of a lack of must to. And that's what changes the vibration and rewrites the holodeck about work. And that's why when you don't want to go to work, but you force to go to work, what do you guys have? A shitty fucking day. Until you change your nows. Your relationship with being at work. In the now. Not on time, always in the now. Does that make sense? Are you following?
I'm a little, no.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What are you looking for, passion or intrigue? Are you happy with your job? Can I maybe get it simple with that?
Oh, I love my job.
Okay.
I enjoy going to it.
I know you keep saying that. Oh, I love my job. Are you convincing yourself?
No, because I really...
Now, I don't care about because. I asked you a question. Are you convincing yourself?
No.
Okay, then. So you love your job. What's the issue with passion, then? You love teaching, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you looking for? Something else?
Yeah.
Love.
There's two people right now.
Oh, yes. So 2 means a problem, complexity, one or the other, polarity, choice. It can't be the moment, can it? It needs to be something defined as permanency, so therefore you lack your vibrational interaction with these 2. instead of being the one that is the now and choosing that moment, not in time, not as an outcome, not as a hope, not as a savior, as a moment. But you have to put the dominion of your lack upon it because you are so empty in your own worthiness. You just don't know how to love yourself. You love your job, you've created that, but that's that portion. But there's no portion. You cannot portion yourself. You are not a pie sliced. You are whole. So there's not one or the other to choose. There is the now, and follow it, because you can never make one better than the other, because whatever you are looking for, you are going to hope for, and you're going to put that containment field upon the idea of that person and box them into a system of trust and betrayal. And then you're wondering why it doesn't work out, because you're approaching the whole thing as a hot mess of lack. Hasn't worked out yet for you, has it?
No, it hasn't.
So stop trying. Try a different way. Stop doing that thing and be the moment. And let it burn your fears. Let it burn that you might fuck it up. But you fall in love and be yourself. You attract the lover that is unconditional. You always change yourself to fit everyone else's needs, then you attract the person of lack. Because you're lacking yourself. You're writing a program. You're telling the actor who is your lover to act in this vibrational manner. Do you not see that?
I see it now.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So be the divinity, the divine nonchalance, and act in according with your joy. And fear nothing, because time has been slipping away from you because you can't figure out how to get a lover, because you're thinking about how to get a lover. But lovers are natural. But when you confine them to one in time of commitment, without unconditional love in place, then you will be the commitment of time and not the love of now. Roxy is enthralled with this information. It is exquisite, she says. Is there anyone else? Rebecca, are you good for now?
Yes, I'm good for now.
Thank you. Rebecca.
Okay, so my question's related to, so there's a now that I'm experiencing, and
Is it now?
there's, yeah, sure. And there's something that.
Sure. I love your negotiations with your truth. Go. Speak to me.
Yeah. So if there's a now, okay, so say there's something I want that's not in the now, right? You're saying don't have the want, like just get rid of the want.
It's not get rid of the not. No. I did not say get rid of anything. I do not separate myself from humanity. If you want something, just know the nows that you have is what you want, truly. What you want in time is a lackful because it's not decreed in the now. So the relationship with that item is a dependency. But know that it is in the now. That has been separated by time. So trust that it comes in the perfect now and follow your nows, your passion, and that thing will come. If it is not that version of that thing, it'll come larger than you can imagine. The universe always gives you one thing plus. It gives you one that you want, always more though. It never gives you the equal. It's impossible to give you that because we are ever evolving. So whatever comes is always more because we are the explorers of the unknown. Are you following?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what is a way to approach that now that rewires the circuitry but doesn't
Passion.
that's not okay.
Passion, my friend. Do you want to talk the details? Because I can explore the details with you. I am a master.
I mean, I feel real content. I mean, I don't know. I feel like but okay. I don't know. Right now I'm working on a website.
Yes. For what?
And
For what purpose?
to bring people together who are on spiritual paths.
Wonderful. So you have a passion about sharing your interactions with the discoveries you have written in your holodeck. Through all these co-creators of the room and the co-creators in your life. And you have accumulated in time passionate ideas to share with others. Yes?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what's the issue? Is the website created?
It is, yeah. I mean, it's coming along. It's almost finished.
Do you need help?
Yes.
Because you have webmasters in the room. You have Michael and you have Colton.
Yeah, and they've been helping me. So
wonderful.
Yeah,
So
that's been good.
What's happening in the now that's unsatisfactory? And I'll show you it's not in the now, it's in time.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I know that, I guess, yeah,
Okay.
because it's
Then
but
what
not
do you
wanting not wanting to approach it with an intention. That's
Well,
like
don't approach it with intention. You're doing it in the now. You have that
Yeah.
passion. When something speaks, someone comes up and tells you, you need to do this to promote your website, and you feel, no, I don't, then don't. If it comes to you, hey, Roxy, here's a great idea. It's like Michael came to Roxy, hey, Roxy, why don't we do a blog idea? And Roxy goes, God, that sounds exciting. Right? Are you following?
Yeah.
But many have come to Roxy and say, hey, Roxy, you should promote yourself in this way and do this and change this about you because you need this. No. It feels sticky, icky, altogether cricky. I had no rhyme. Our partners. Are you following me?
Yeah, I am.
So be
I
the
am
moment. Relax. You're rushing. Where are you going? You must trust the unknown to come in its perfect natural timing. Seth 101. Do not forget your master Seth, who is given the vibration of the equal of ascension through all the times. He gave you everything. We all did. And it's not ascension of escapism. It's relating to yourself as God again. Becoming the God you forgot, period. Make sense? Okay, what else?
I mean, that's about it. Yeah. So it's about approaching it with passion, every now and I'm seeing that and I'm feeling that more and more. Sometimes I want to, I don't know, sometimes I say things to myself, and those things that I say to myself, I feel like, I don't know, I guess I don't know what I'm asking, I guess. Perhaps
You
I'm
know,
asking.
you're having a very difficult time trying to conjure up your lack, aren't you?
Yeah.
You already know the
exactly.
truth. Let it go. Just keep being now, because there's not a damn thing wrong, is there?
No.
The website's working out. It's going to play out. It's going to do what you want to do, but you must be the now about it. You be time about it, and we've been sued you so many times that thing over there in time is lack, because it's not here and now, and the relationship with it is that of relevant dependency. Lack. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then let it go, Master. Yes?
Yes, I can do that.
Booyah.
Thank
Good?
you. Yep, I'm good.
You're welcome. Busker Dan.
Hello.
Greetings.
I wanted you to elaborate a little bit on. I find myself a lot of times discouraged because I don't see a way for
Yes.
something to take
Let
off.
me teach you about a discouragement. Discouragement is a frequency. Say these are the waves of the now. They're all harmony. They're lined up with each other. What discouragement does is it runs a very flat, limited thing through it. And so that takes the waves and makes the waves go like this and start to eradicate. And you get that emotion called discouragement. It feels like sandpaper rubbing your mind. Yes?
Yes.
Very irritating. Yes?
Yes.
Because you don't see how it's going to work. Yes?
Yes.
Because how it's going to work is your only experience on how it's going to work. That's why you guys don't have abundance. That's why you guys only have money, because you think money comes in 1, 2, 3 ways. Money is not the key. Abundance is. Ophiuchus gave you that. Abundance creates realities. It'll give you whatever you need. So you can't see how this thing's going to come because your mind only has the experience of, let's say, 3 ways things can come. And since it's not there, you claim impossible and you have your discouragement because why? Because you have hope. Following?
Yes.
Simple. You can't see it because you're not God from that point of view. You're God as a fractal point of view. Are you following me?
Yes.
You're not the whole. So you can only resource yourself in your direct experience of life to say this is how it can come. But how many times have you heard stories, including yourself, saying, man, I wasn't even expecting that. It came out of the blue. You guys always chalk it up to the blue. Like it couldn't come out of the green or the magenta. It's always the blue. I guess it's because you're sky, we understand. Because you weren't trying, you weren't looking for it, you weren't trying to contain it to a certainty. Again, remember, you take big vibrations, squash them down, and say this is the only way it can happen. That's why Bashar taught you, don't expect how the house is going to happen, just live in the house. Don't see yourself getting the house, how the finances, are you going to get approved for the mortgage, can you put the money down, and who's going to be the right realtor, and is the closing going to go okay, and am I going to be able to furnish it when I close it? See? That's human. I have a house in the now, and it'll come to me in the perfect now. And right now, I want and live this now. If you don't like this now, you don't like your love, what you have given yourself. So you are remained divided.
So I love to compose music.
Okay.
So
But are you looking for your music to be worthy of being written or played? Are you
no.
having a shape about it?
Well, what I have in my mind is that, like, I write it, I play it, I love it, and then I get the discouragement because I don't see it
Happening. So you have a
possibility.
relationship with your music. You're just not doing the music because you want to do the music. You're doing the music for an outcome. So you keep trying to put your music out there in certain ways instead of letting it happen natural. So you're force timing in the now of lack, and that's why you're discouraged, because you're putting out the vibration of I truly want this. You know what I want? What do you want? Lack, and you got it because you're a God. So compose without a meaning. Compose without a purpose. Do it for you. You think Roxy channels for you? Absolutely. She wanted to channel for the class. She wanted to see the freedom that she found. She had intention in a relationship, but you've seen her grow because she's doing it for herself. She's giving herself the ride of her life. And that's what attracts. So compose your passion and let the work be known. Everyone knows. Stop. Everyone knows. Then when you want something, you go to the store and get it. Do you think a person that works at Home Depot comes to your house and says, sir, you need a hammer. It sits there and it finds. The hammer is vibration of stillness in the now. It says, I am a hammer and I shall be used. It does not solicit others to say, I am a hammer. Please get me out there. I need to nail. It does not speak such mannerisms. The oak tree does not beg its idea of solicitations to birds, to, let's say, fungus to grow on it, to grounds to be grown on, to leaves to be bore, so others may shade. It does not solicit itself. It is its own glory. Your mind thinks how to. And your results has been, my friend, your life. Your work of art, your passion needs no solicitation. It needs no controversy. It needs no measurement. It needs not the things of human ideas. What it needs is allowance. Don't argue with me. I am not interested. Be humble to the now and do your work and throw it all over and record it all over and put it anywhere you feel like putting it. Put it out there to be listened to in any way, but do not look for results. Roxy started off with 1. She has 3,826, 4+ years later, subscriptions. Did she promote herself? She just put her work out there, my friend. She goes, here's what I have. You must follow the cue of your heart and not the cue of your mind. Why do you think you're discouraged? Why do you think Rebecca was frustrated trying to formulate her lack? Why do you think you're upset trying to figure out how to do this? Because you're using the structures of your own discouragement to create the wheels go around and round once again. Let go and give up. And accept that your music will get nowhere except for you. Accept that no one will love your music except for you. If you do, who needs anyone else to? Or is your relationship to your composing that of a career, that of abundance earner, to make money, to become something, to become valued, to become noticed, to become great, to become, instead of being the music? There's a huge relationship issue here you must notice. Because you left Florida, we see your history, and you were so excited. And here you find your same discouragements because Florida leaving and Austin received doesn't change vibration, my friend. You do. What else?
That's pretty much it.
Wonderful. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak tonight? Excellent. I shall bring Roxanne back. This has been the collective of Mu. We shall come and interact again in that particular perfect now. Bid you good day.
Thank you, Mia.